Hi, welcome back. Today I wanted to do an oracle reading for my country. If you haven't guessed it from my accent, I'm a Filipino and I live in the Philippines. And if you are a Filipino, you know that it's not the best time. It's not really the best time, but we've gone through hard times before. And I just wanted to do a little energetic check-in and also ask the guides about, I guess, where we are, where this country is, where we are as a people in our process. Okay, so this was totally unplanned. I selected 3 decks to use for the oracle card reading. I thought I was just gonna do a straight up oracle reading, but then, yeah, it came out that we're also going to channel a message for the country today. So let's see what will go first. What should go first? Okay. Uh, Guides say get the channeling out of the way, um, and also to connect to the energy, and to stay connected with it as we do the oracle reading. Okay. So let's connect with our guides, our collective guides for our country, for the Philippines, and just you can also take long deep breaths with me. Take your time to ground and center yourself so you can receive what you are meant to receive from this transmission. You clearly feel like you are in a state of chaos. It is as chaotic as you feel. It is a shake-up and a waking up. It is awakening you to the change that you have all been praying for. Your opinions are strong, and that is because your love is deep and great. A soul's connection to the country it chose to be born into is special and deep and undeniable. You have extreme reactions. And the day that you stop reacting and feel more apathy, is the day change stops and more of the same continues. And so we say, feed your curiosity. Feed your anger a little at a time. Feed your discontent. But also feed your hope. Feed your desire to see this country move into its new era. Okay, I feel like I'm being instructed to draw the cards when you're ready. Okay. So to draw the cards, okay, let me see. What are we pulling for? Okay, I'm being asked to do a past, present, future spread. Okay, so let's begin with the past. Okay, and okay. So the first card that I pulled was abundance. I'm creating the first pile that will like contain the energy or give us the energy of the past. And then here, flow, river, with the number 10. It's the past. And then this is the third card in the pile that I got. It says adventure. Number 3, the Silk Road, Inner Mongolia. Okay, okay, let me... Wow, okay. This is making me feel like our sights, our sights have always been set beyond this country, right? A lot of us look outside of our homeland, I guess not just for work, not just for abundance, but also like in styling ourselves, in styling our government, in informing our current culture. And it feels like the flow is energy is outwards. It's not inwards. Although yes, some resources come back, but also it feeds into dreaming about another place. I think it feels like the grass is greener. The mentality that was pervasive in the past, at least, was the grass is always greener. And we look at other countries as the place to grow, as the place to become more in all aspects. Okay. Or also as places of beauty, like it also feels like a lack of appreciation for what is present. It was always, our neighbors are better, are wiser, are more beautiful, are better informed, better, just better at everything, no? Okay, that's the first pile. And that is, it doesn't feel like just the past, but I feel like this is the influence, no? This is the influence that we have right now that is influencing or that has been influencing our choices. I'm creating the second pile for the energy of the present. So the first card that I got is stagnation, the bog. And it says here number 4. The second card, opportunity. Look at that. And then the third card, chaos. Which is what the guides have mentioned, that we are in a chaotic time, number 6. So 6 to me means like birth. Oh, which is also right. What Vesuvius. So it's a volcano. Right, it's shaking up things. It's exactly what the guides have said. So yeah, you can tell that what this present energy is doing is shaking things up, which we should see as an opportunity to get out of this rut that we are in. This really long rut and stagnation that we as a nation find ourselves in. There really is like a need for change. But in the middle of it all, it feels like they're telling us that this is not like just it's not a descent into becoming worse, right? It's not a descent into like hell or for things to become worse, but it's, you can take this and make it an opportunity to get yourselves out of where you don't want to be anymore. Okay, because it feels like this is what is needed, right? The energy has been so stuck for a long time. It feels like something dramatic has to happen to shake us to shake us out of our stupor or laziness. Now, so we will finally move. Okay. So this is the past. This, what we just read, is the present. The best case scenario for the future, or will what the future holds if we take this chaos as an opportunity. Okay, the first card is, it says here, mountain, vision and inspiration. Number 7. To me, it's a very lucky number. It's a number that also, it feels very abundant. Look at the fields, they're white. The fields are green, right? And it feels quite peaceful. No? It looks very idyllic. Is that how you say it? Yeah, it looks peaceful. The second card that we drew is focus. Right, look at this. It's a picture of a, is it like a tiger? Yeah, like a tiger in the mountains. Okay, so I just want to point out that even though these cards belong to different decks, they both depict the top of the mountain. They show us not just, right? It really accentuates the top of the mountain. And yeah, and the last card is, look at this, playfulness. It says here Woodstock, New York, 31, which is number 4. So what this is making me feel like, what happened in Woodstock, it was kind of, it's not the birth of a generation, but it's a new generation defining the time. And it's the younger people, the people who are more free. And it's also like the people who have like wider perspective. They have less fears. They have there's a feeling of greater freedom, right? It feels like younger people will define the times ahead. When it comes to focus, yeah, because they are the ones who like, because when I look at this card, it feels like this animal, it's in its element, right? It's not lost, right? this tiger, he knows this landscape. It's not unfamiliar to him. It's not scary. Almost like he's the master of this landscape. So it feels like there will be, it's possible, no? Let's see what else. This one, let's feel into this. So this was the first, and you can see that the mountain is far, and then this is the second card, and we're almost at the top. Right? So it feels like there will be some movement upwards. So it feels like a more positive movement. Yeah. There will be like a climbing, an improvement, until it will feel like mastering the environment, no? But it will be brought about by the youth. The fearless youth, the youth who are not trapped in like old ways of thinking or old ways of doing this, old ways of doing things. Yeah. So let's see, let's do like a review. Yeah, what needs to be shaken up is our when we say in the first pile that we are looking outside, it's also we're not investing energy, we're not investing interest, we're not investing care and love for the place that we live in, for our country. And so that needs to be shaken up. It almost like it's asking for attention, right? Like the mountain is like earth having a tantrum, no? And it's asking for you to pay attention to it, because you know nothing is happening, and unless someone throws a fit, somebody says this is sick, this place feels ill, we won't pay attention to it. The first ones who will feel and who will do the most to change it will be, yeah, the youth, perhaps older people or people. So when I say the youth, it's not always people who are young, but perhaps people who have more open minds, right? Who can see beyond the usual ways of solving the problem, or the usual ways of like dealing with what is happening, right? It feels like there will be new avenues that will open up and allow for new things to happen, and for some good change to happen, positive change to happen. Okay. So I hope that gives a little bit of energetic insight to to our country. Maybe I'll do this for other countries as we see what is happening in the news. It just feels right for me to do a reading first on my homeland and where I live. Yeah, let's make this into a series. Yeah, let me know in the comment section below if this is something you'd like to see more of in the future. Like we can do a reading on the countries that are in the news right now, like the USA, Iran, Ukraine, Israel. Yeah, we can do that too. Anyway, thanks for being here again today. I love sharing these things with you. Yeah, I hope to see you again in the next video. Bye.